Hi, it's James from Tabletop Gaming Guild, and today we're going to take a look at Converge, Catalyst of Change. This is designed by Peter Hayward, and it is published by Button Shy Games. This is a two-player game that takes about 25 minutes to play, and in this game, you're going to be trying to win the best of two out of three rounds. Each round, you're going to be trying to gain control of an artifact, and on the turn that you have the artifact, win that turn to win the round. Let's go ahead down the table here. I'm going to show you how to play this game, and we're going to come back and I'm going to give you my final thoughts. All right, today we're going to take a look at Converge, Catalyst of Change. The sons of Melovius are dying across the planet. Survivors race to glean what hope for the future they can find in the failing light. Experimental alchemist, resourceful mechanics, and sage archivist converge to find the best path forward and the team they need to follow it. In this game, you're going to have three different skill sets here. Now there's other sets that you can get for Converge Catalyst of Change. This one happens to have the alchemists, the mechanics, and the archivists. So this one here, so you could combine other sets in here, but in the end you need to have three skill sets. So once you've decided what three skill sets you have, and if you just have this base game, you just use the three skill sets that you have, but in the future you could get some more. You're going to shuffle all these 18 cards. Then you're going to deal 3 cards face down to each player. And the person who last lost a game is going to get the artifact card, which will be this. And then you're going to flip a card over to start the discard pile. Now, on your turn, you are going to simply do one of 3 things. So I have this set of cards here. I'm going to be trying to run this round. And this game is best 2 out of 3 is how you play it. So I'm going to try to win 2 rounds out of 3. Now these are multi-purpose cards. So you have the number, which is the power of the card. You have the type of the card here, which is going to be archivist. And you have 2 different things you can do. Here's going to be where you're going to set a goal out. So this is most consecutive ranks. Here is where you set out for power. So this is a 5. Or you could use it for its ability, which is going to be educate. Move 1 goal card to either faction. So how does this work out? What do you do on your turn? Well, you can do one of 3 things. You can use a discard effect, which these are the discard effects down here, and resolve that and then put it in your discard pile. You can place it face up between the 2 of you and have both players as a shared goal. So I could place this out for most consecutive ranks as a shared goal between us. You can add the faction, place it face up on either player's faction. So I can add it to myself or I can add it to my opponent. Now you may want to do that so that you can throw off, like say it's lowest numbers. I can give you the 5, so now you don't have the lowest numbers anymore, so I can mess you up that way. And so on. You can also do this for the discard effects. You can affect either opponent with those. After you play a card, you are going to let your opponent go unless they've already gone, and in that case, the end of the turn will occur. So after both players have played their turns, you're going to see if anyone has met the goal. So let's say the goal's out here, or most cards ranked with a 4 for this one. So if the player faction fulfills the goal, they receive 1 point for each star in the goal. So in these ones are just 1 star. So you can see a little star right here. So this would be 1 point. Now, some goals can be shared, but if they say things like most or highest, then only one person's going to get them. Some of them would say like, have 2 4s. If both players have 2 4s, they'll get the point. Now, you're going to do a check to see what happens with the artifact there, or someone wins. If the player with the artifact scores the most points, they win the round immediately. The round is over. If the player that doesn't have the artifact gets the most points, they now have the artifact. If both players score the same points, the artifact stays where it is, and we go into the next round. So you got to play a card, so they'll have 1 card out. You could then draw a card. So everyone gets to draw a card. And you're going to continue on playing until someone wins the round. Now, there's never a draw in this game, so just so you know, if you run out of the deck and everyone runs out of the cards in their hand, the person left with the artifact will win. So there will always be a winner for the round, and there will never be a tie in it at all. Okay, so let's wrap this up with a quick summary of how you play the game. So again, to start out the game, the person that last lost a match is going to get an artifact card, otherwise do it randomly. Each player is going to get 3 cards. You'll shuffle up this deck and flip one up to create the discard pile. On your turn, you get to decide whether you put this card out on your side or the opponent's side for points, or well, not for points, for its power in your faction or the opponent's faction. You could play it out there for a shared goal that both of you could be after, or you could discard it for a discard effect there and do that immediately. After each player has taken their turn, you're going to check to see if anyone won. If someone has the most points and they have the artifact, they automatically win the round. If they don't, it goes to the player that has the most points and they gain the artifact. If there's a tie, the artifact doesn't move, and you can continue on if there's a tie or no one won. So if I played this card here, in the next round I would draw, both players would draw a card, and we would continue on. We would continue on doing this until someone has won, or we've run out of a deck here and you ran out of cards in your hand. In that case, whoever has the artifact will win that round. The game goes for best 2 out of 3, and that's it. That's how you play Converge, Catalyst of Change. Let's go ahead back up to the table here. All right, so that was Converge, Catalyst of Change. I really love these little 18-card games that Button Shy puts out. They actually have a lot of game in these just 18 cards. It's amazing how many different games they can come out with the stipulation of 18-card range. And this is another gem in the game line. This is a really good 2-player game that is really easy to teach, and you could just go set it down and just play. Really fun. Really a lot of strategy in the game of which way you're going to use these multi-purpose cards, whether you're going to use it for a communal goal, or you're going to use it to power up your faction or hurt your opponent's faction. A lot of different push and pulls in this game, a lot of different really cool decisions. So basically, if you like what you saw and you're looking for a good 2-player game that is just highly portable, you can take anywhere, just play and not take a lot of time, I would highly recommend checking out Converge, Catalyst of Change. And that's my thoughts on it. Thank you for watching.